What if I told you that behind some of the greatest Olympic victories in history lies a shocking secret the world wasn't supposed to know? Stay with me as we uncover the incredible hidden journey of the East German women swimmers, a story of glory, sacrifice, and betrayal that changed sports forever. And before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss more eye-opening stories like this one. In the 1970s and 80s, the East German women's swimming team seemed unstoppable. They were shattering world records, dominating international competitions, and collecting Olympic medals like no other nation. To the outside world, it looked like a miracle. Tiny East Germany, a country with a population smaller than many major cities, suddenly became a superpower in swimming. The athletes appeared powerful, disciplined, and almost superhuman in their performances. But behind those victories was a hidden reality that very few people knew about at the time. These young women, many of them just teenagers, were selected from schools and put into rigorous training programs. Their daily lives were scheduled down to the last minute: training sessions, strict diets, and endless drills in the pool. Success was not an option, it was an expectation. Coaches and government officials pushed them to their limits, presenting them as proof of East German superiority. But what the world didn't know was that these swimmers were part of a state-controlled program that involved more than hard work and determination. Decades later, documents and testimonies revealed that many of these athletes were unknowingly given performance-enhancing substances. At the time, they were told they were receiving vitamins or health supplements to improve recovery and stamina. In reality, many of them were being given steroids and other drugs without informed consent. This state-sponsored doping program turned teenagers into medal-winning machines, but at a very high cost. For some athletes, the glory was real. They stood on podiums, they heard their national anthem, and they wore Olympic gold proudly around their necks. But as the years passed, the darker side of this journey became clear. Many former swimmers reported long-term health problems, hormonal imbalances, and emotional struggles caused by what they had been put through. Some spoke of feeling betrayed, used as tools in a political game that had little to do with their dreams. Yet, despite the controversy, the story of these swimmers is also a story of resilience. Many of them have come forward in documentaries, interviews, and even court cases, bravely sharing their truth with the world. They are not just remembered as champions in the pool, but as survivors who carried the weight of an entire system on their shoulders. Their journey reminds us that behind every medal, there is a human being, and behind every victory, there can be a hidden story. When we look back today, the legacy of the East German women swimmers is both inspiring and tragic. Inspiring because they showed incredible discipline, talent, and courage in the face of immense pressure. Tragic because their triumphs were shadowed by secrecy and manipulation. But perhaps the most important part of this story is what we can learn from it. It teaches us about the cost of chasing power at any price and the importance of protecting athletes, not just celebrating them. The journey of the East German women swimmers remains one of the most powerful examples of how sport and politics can intertwine. Their story is a reminder to always question the surface of success and to remember that true greatness comes not just from winning, but from honesty, integrity, and the human spirit that refuses to be broken.